Hello friends, myself VC Korode, Assistant Professor of Agricultural Economics, KKO College of Agriculture, Nashik. In today's lecture, we can see the remaining market classification. In first, on the basis of degree of competition. On the basis of degree of competition, markets are classified into perfect markets and imperfect market. First, see the perfect market. A perfect market is one in which the following conditions hold good. First condition is that large number of buyers and sellers. In perfect market, buyers as well as sellers are in large numbers. Second is homogeneous product. Homogeneous products means same quality goods but different brand name. Quality is same but brand name is different. Third characteristics, free entry or exist. In this, entry as well as exist is free. Fourth characteristics, perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge is related to the prices of goods and services. Fifth characteristics is the absence of transport cost. In this, transport cost is not included. Sixth characteristics is the perfect mobility of the factors of production. Perfect mobility of the factors of production means from one farm to another, there is a perfect mobility of land, labor, capital and organizer. Seventh characteristics is the firm is a price taker. In perfectly competitive market, both buyers and sellers must accept market price. That's why they are said to be price takers. And we know that price is determined by demand and supply. Then there is a no government interference. In this government not interference, that is laissez-faire policy. And nine characteristics is a perfect elastic demand curve. In this market price is same, so that there is a perfect elastic demand curve. When following conditions hold good, this is called as perfect market. Then imperfect market. The markets in which the conditions of perfect competition are lacking are characterized as imperfect markets. In this, first one is monopoly market. Monopoly market means there is only one seller of a commodity or good in the market. He exercises sole control over the quantity or price of the commodity. Then there is a monopsony market. Monopsony market means there is only one buyer of a commodity or good. Second type is a duopoly market. Duopoly market means a duopoly market is one which has only two sellers of a commodity. Then duopsony market. Duopsony markets means the market situation in which there are only two buyers of a commodity is known as duopsony market. Then oligopoly market. Oligopoly markets means there are a few means more than two sellers in the market. It is called as oligopoly market. And oligopsony markets means there is a few means more than two buyers of a good or commodity. It is called as oligopsony market. So in this we see that monopoly market only one seller, duopoly market two sellers, oligopoly market few sellers. This is important. Then monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition means when large number of sellers deal in heterogeneous and differentiated form of a commodity. The situation is called as monopolistic competition. Means in this market, buyers as well as sellers are in large numbers. Product is heterogeneous, means the heterogeneous and differentiated form. The differentiated goods means are those goods which differ in terms of a quality. For example, soaps, also called as product differentiation. So, for example, they have choose between various markets of insecticide, pesticides, fertilizers, and equipments. Yeah, the markets of insecticides, pesticides, fertilizers, and equipments are the monopolistic competitive market. It is very then market for diesel and petrol in India is a case of monopolistic competitive market. So in India, market for diesel and petrol, it is a monopolistic competition. In short, monopolistic competition, there is a large number of buyers and sellers and heterogeneous and differentiated form of a commodity. It is important. On the basis of nature of commodities, markets is again classified into commodity market and capital market. So commodity market is related with goods and raw materials. A market which deals in goods and raw materials such as wheat, barley, cotton, fertilizer, seed, etc. are termed as a commodity market. Example is given: wheat market, rice market, oil seed market, pulse market comes under commodity market. Second is capital market. So capital market is related with bonds, shares and securities. The markets in which bonds, shares and securities are bought and sold are called as capital markets. For example, money market and share markets are the examples of capital market. Then on the basis of stage of marketing, markets are classified into producing markets and consuming markets. So producing markets means those markets which mainly assemble the commodity for further distribution to other markets are termed as producing markets. Such markets are located in producing areas. Second is consuming markets. Consuming markets means markets which collect the produce for final disposal to the consuming population are called consumer markets. Such markets are generally located in areas where production is inadequate or in thickly populated urban centers. Then on the basis of public intervention, markets are classified into regulated markets and unregulated or informally regulated markets. The regulated markets means there is a rules and regulations. So these are those markets in which business is done in accordance with rules and regulations framed by the statutory market organization representing different sections involved in markets. The examples of regulated market is our stock market. Our stock market is regulated by you know that SEBI. SEBI means Securities and Exchange Board of India. Our telephone market or telecom market. Telecom market is regulated by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, that is TRAI. Then our insurance market. Insurance market is regulated by Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. And our bank market is regulated by Reserve Bank of India. These are the examples of regulated markets. Means in regulated market, regulation market is business is done in accordance with rules and regulations. Second type is on the basis of extent of public intervention is unregulated or informally regulated market. Unregulated means there is a without rules and regulations. So these are the markets in which business is conducted without any set rules and regulations. In these markets, traders frame the rules for the conduct of the business and run the market. On the basis of type of population served, markets are classified into urban market and rural markets. The word itself, urban market, means a market which serves mainly the population residing in an urban area are called as urban market. The nature and quantum of demand for agricultural products arising from the urban population is characterized as urban market for farm products. Second is rural market. The word rural market usually refers to the demand originating from the rural population. There is a considerable difference in the nature of embedded services required with a farm product between urban and rural demands. Last one is on the basis of accrual of marketing margins. On the basis of accrual of marketing margins, markets are classified into farmers market, cooperative market and general markets. In this way, in this chapter, we can say that classification of the markets on the basis of degree of competition. On the degree of competition, markets are classified into perfect markets and imperfect markets. In perfect market, there are no types, but imperfect markets, there are types. In this, first one is monopoly market, duopoly market, oligopoly market, monopolistic competition. On the basis of nature of commodities, markets are classified into two types, commodity market and capital market. On the basis of stage of marketing, markets are classified into producing markets and consuming markets. On the basis of extent of public intervention, markets are classified into regulated markets and unregulated or informally regulated markets. On the basis of type of population served, there are simple types: urban market and rural markets. And last, on the basis of accrual of marketing margins, markets are classified into farmers market, cooperative market and general market. So in this way we complete the market classification chapter. Thank you very much.